This particular Bethesda intro is very nostalgic for me because it is the one that they used for Oblivion. And maybe Morrowind as well. Oh, that's... Christ, that is loud! And it's a terrible logo anyway. How dare you? That looks like the logo for a Newgrounds animator. That is terrible. Looks like it was made in Flash. The following game contains scenes of disturbing nature. To maximize your Cthulhu experience, please ensure that you use the options menu to adjust your brightness setting. Cthulhu will occasionally manipulate graphics, sound, and controls in an unusual way. This is perfectly normal. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, it's a Cthulhu game, so if you are of a sensitive nature and don't like things like probably stupid portrayals of madness and suicide, probably give this one a miss. Jesus, that's loud. It should be quieter once we get into the game and I get a hold of some options. Fuck me. Jesus. I think it should be illegal for games to play any sound before you have to choose any sort of options. Ooh, I hear whispering. Right, video options. Game options. I notice no audio options. Oh, there we go. Voice 6, SFX 5, music 5. That should be alright, maybe. Because I think the max is 10. Like I said, I did briefly test this. Now, hang on. Can I tab out and lower my own volume, or will this break everything? If I go down to about 32, if I tab back in, will it crash? Nope, we're okay, good. Stream friendly. They did not know what streaming was when this came out. Let's start a new game then, shall we? Phew. Boy Scout or Private Investigator, Hardened Detective or Mythos Specialist. I'm assuming Private Investigator? It should be illegal, but not against Dreya. Boy Scout seems too easy. That's insulting. I'm glad that they've locked off the harder ones, in case I'm pressured into taking them. I'll choose Private Investigator, because I think that's what we play. It'll reveal the story, I'm sure. This is new enough that it won't make me read a manual for the story. Arkham Asylum, 16th of February, 1922.
Now, at my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost.
I see a noose! It's gonna start Cthulhu-y.
All meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what
you're a
lives
horrible little
in the
guy.
dark corners of the earth.
The earth. Jesus, the building looks worse than being insane. They said the title. Are we stretched to widescreen? No. It's just the videos, I think. I think the videos are, but I think the game should work fine. Although I think it's meant to be letterboxed. Oh. I think, surely you could find a better way of doing it. Like, that looks like it's taking a while. Just because your flat is messy? You can get a broom. Now lost hope, purpose, pleasure, something in the dark. What lives in the dark? I don't know. Ramblings of a meadow. The ignorant... Thanks for that. You just didn't give me any chance to read that one. Game tips are currently active. If you don't want to see any game tips, they can be turned off from the game options. You can press the escape key at any time to access these options. Oh, it's for fitting in a wank before death. Oh, he just accidentally did it, and he David Carradined himself. It's kind of sad, I suppose, that David Carradine has become shorthand for the asphyxia wank gone wrong, but it's probably the most notable thing he did, right? I wonder if Afterlife was real. I wonder if he's up there going, "Oh, I was in Kill Bill. Why do they talk about me like this?" Do they have no respect for Kung Fu or whatever it was called? 6.5 years ago. I'm assuming I'm American. 6.5 years ago. Is that me? I helped inspire the monk in D&D. I'm more than just the jokey guy. 6th of September, 1915. Massachusetts. Because all of the Lovecraft stuff is set in Massachusetts. Massachusetts seems like a nightmare in the Cthulhu mythos. 1915 and a half
Robert,
AD.
This better be good. What's the beef?
What's the
Sorry,
beef?
Jack. We had
Yes.
to call. This fellow will only talk to you.
I want lots of
Name's
goofy
Victor
1920 slang, please,
Don't know
game.
any. Victor.
Holt. He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch.
You're a screwy man.
Scared.
Why are you talking like
So
this?
tonight, we were just passing, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Just a madman.
Just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great.
Why am I
Lead the way,
here?
Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
I'm just some guy. I'm a private investigator. I shouldn't be here. Monk was Carradine in Kung Fu plus the Destroyer pulp novels. Gygax had never seen any actual martial arts movies.
Come on, Jack. We haven't got time to hang around.
I'm walking. Okay, hang on. Controls. I have turned the mouse sensitivity down to 1%. And this is how fast it is. It's still kind of quick. So I might adjust my DPI. There is no option for controls. Even though this was released on the Xbox, there is no option to use a controller on the PC. Can I get in the back of your truck? Or your van? I don't know what you'd call this. Police car. Hello. Can I talk to you? Oh, I have thief-style tilt-em-ups. There we go. That'll be
How
useful
you
for
doing,
stealth.
kid?
Good, sir.
Ace
true what
is
they say about
interact.
you?
That won't do.
Depends on what they're saying.
That you've cracked cases where there was no evidence.
Am I a
You
psychic?
shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Right.
I might be a psychic. Hiya.
Jack, Officer Nichols will brief you at the top. Be careful.
How do I walk backwards then? X is walk backwards. This is an insane control scheme for 2006. It's WADX for movement. I may change that in a second.
Something must be wrong. I think I saw him with Officer Armstrong.
Who are you talking about?
Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
Should I be walking out there? There's a guy with a gun, oh.
You better hurry, Jack.
Oh, shut up. I'm looking at the options. Okay. Controller options. Oh my, backwards being X is insanity. Is anything F? Look strafe. What does that even mean? What does look strafe mean? Is OR used for anything? I can use OR to interact maybe, or C? C is crouch. Sneak and C are different buttons, by the way. Sneak is shift, crouch is C. Well, I like crouch being C. I guess... Oh god, like X isn't a good interact button, but neither is S. I hate games. I'm gonna say... Or. Or can be action. How do I change it? Ooh! No, don't make it mouse button 1! Or. And then backwards can be S. Anything else? Skip scene is back. What does back mean? What's back? I have no idea what that means. Is that return, maybe? What very, very old people would call the enter key? I mean, we'll see. I'll press enter and see if that does anything. Nope, it wasn't. I have backspace. Oh, Jesus. Alright, that's probably fine. Fire should be... that. Mouse button 1. Hide show weapon Z. Oh, but reload was probably or... Ah, Christ. Action. Let's say action is G. That's terrible. Back equals backspace? That you call backspace? I mean backspace. I would call it backspace, I think. Back. Here we go. That'll do for now. We'll tweak it as we go. I really hope it's called something like untype in the UK. Alright, I'm going. Ah! Strange cultist yell, die at me. Am I able to move? I am. I'm running low on ammo. Eh. Did I just get shot? I don't have a gun. What? He must be inside by now. Am I going in? Am I meant to bring out a gun? Hey, it's the 20s. Everyone's armed, surely. G. Open the door. That's going to be so annoying. You know what I might do, actually? Last time I'm going to the options for a while, I promise. I might make it... mouse... whatever this is. Oh, you pricks! You won't let me use this? Mouse middle? Oh, you fuckers. They won't let me do this. That's so annoying. V. Philip's been shot and he's dead. Ooh, it's lots of cult stuff. Hello. Any fun cult activities to look at?
As I continue to translate the narcotic fragments,
Thanks for
I
pronouncing
become
that for me.
more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe. A doomed and simple species.
I love how I'm
as a
calmly
side
reading this
effect,
while there is
experiment
active gunfire
of the
outside.
It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future.
Fair. Oh! You've picked up your first journal item. Select the book icon in the interface to study your journal. It may reveal vital clues. I don't know what my interface is. What do you mean interface? How do I bring that up? Tab, I. Okay. The Diary of Jack Walters. Oh, that's me. No, it's not. Yeah, that is me. I'm Jack Walters. Evening. I guess I'm becoming a victim of my own success. After closing the last 5 cases so fast, the papers have been calling me a local hero. But I just had a run of lucky hunches, that's all. I'm just another cop doing his job. So there's a disturbance at a local residence. It's probably just a bunch of kids hopped up on moonshine. Why call in a detective? Maybe the uniform boys are sore at being out in this weather and they want to share the joy with the local hero. I wouldn't be the first good-natured prank I've had to take since those newspaper reports. I don't know though, something just doesn't feel right. It's more than just a regular bad feeling. It's hard to explain, but it's strong. I'm probably just tired. Those dreams don't help. I can't remember when I last got a good night's sleep. Must be a month at least. Right about the time I started my run of lucky hunches. The dreams have been getting worse lately. I'm almost afraid to close my eyes. Bourbon helped me at first, but not anymore. The lack of sleep must be affecting my nerves. Well, jitters or not, I better get going. Your accent is a mix of Canadian and Texan. Call me a rat cause squeak. I'm assuming that was for the door. Where is this accent from? America. The nation of America. A collation of general evidence, mythos, tomes. I'm fine for now. Let's go. That was just me being a rat. I love rats. I also love rats. I think rats are very sweet. X? Was it X or V? Oh! Rat! Hello! And more rats! Hello, babies! Oh! Look at their little feet! Hello! How do I crouch again? C? Hello! Oh! Okay, sorry. It's very, very dark in here. I might have to up the gamma at some point. Is this a door? I can't actually really see. Hi! Coppers, I'm inside now. How am I not seeing any cultists? Are they all upstairs?
That's so strange. Looks almost like a flaming eye. I should take a closer look.
I love how they just have paintings of Cthulhu up there as well. And what appears to be some sort of eye vagina? V. Oh, it's a save spot! I understand. How do I save? Just click on it. A vagina, man. I'm always saying that.
It's locked.
It's locked.
It's locked.
It's locked. I could help them take down the barrier. I mean, I don't appear to have a gun.
Kill them all!
Do I have a gun at all? Is somebody dying? I hear gurgles. Hey boys! How's everybody doing out there?
It won't budge. It won't open.
I hear gurgling, so either somebody's been shot in the throat, or there's a fish boy in here. Oh no! Hiya! It was just a shot boy, he got shot in the lung. Can I get a gun from you? Can I steal your gun?
You seem to recognize me. I don't get it.
You're so oddly calm.
Tattoos, and they were carved into his flesh with something sharp.
I don't know if that's a tattoo then. That's like
Body's still warm.
scarification, isn't
He's
it?
definitely dead. You seem to recognize me. I don't get it.
Can I take a
Empty
gun?
ammo boxes and spent shells.
Jesus, those shots are loud. Hello, boys. Can I turn on the lights in here? No. Whoop. Oh, it's nice and bright. Hello, are you a sleepy cultist?
Poison by the looks of it.
Oh, they've done a Jonestown. Don't drink any mysterious red juice that you find.
Dead. They're all dead.
Am I getting sanity effects from saying this?
Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues.
Is that suicide from Massachusetts?
He's dead. They're all dead.
You're all dead. Am I going insane by being in this room? It's always the way with cults. Oh, that's a nice
It's an
hot
old
stove. Oh, I'm getting very blurry.
Suicide.
Yeah, okay,
Or
I get
rather,
it.
Mass suicide. These nuts had nothing of interest.
Yeah, this is all just poetry.
He's dead. They're all dead.
Oh, I picked
A
up a
diary.
journal.
This will make interesting reading.
Sure, we'll just stand here and read a diary. The Diary of Jack Walters, Mythos Tomes, nothing collected. Where did that go? Diary of a Cult Member.
We have been watching him now for 2 months. I can feel my anticipation growing as the day of contact draws near. Victor has not yet divulged his final plan for bringing Mr. Walters to us. All I know is that we must succeed. The sermon today was inspiring. Victor enlightened us with a story of the great race transcending the bounds of time to visit his dreams.
It's Lovecraft, so I'm assuming the great race is white hose.
Of the conscious things on this earth and in the ocean depths, we are but servants to a greater design. I can only hope that my faith during these last days will win me favor when our masters step through the gates. The experiments below have claimed one more of our order. Another volunteer is needed, but many are willing. We are truly blessed through our faithful service, now that his coming grows so close. The preparations are complete, and Victor's plan is in motion. He'll arrive soon. Surely by now he must suspect his true nature, or at least question the nature of his gifts. He has come! Finally, it begins.
The biggest horror he could imagine was an Italian. He was like nutty classical racism. Where it's like, oh no, an Irishman, you know, stuff like that. A white ethnic. Hello. Are you gonna hurt me, or are you fine? Are you Victor? Sneak, 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 sneak. Hiya.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr.
Meh.
No! Oh, that's fucked. Now I'm covered in blood. Can I pick this up?
Damn. He recognized me. And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint.
Like Richard Cthulhu eating pasta and arguing with his hands. Oh, the frame rate has dipped very strongly, but I think that is because of my sanity rather than anything else. Can I take a gun?
Damn. He
Nope.
recognized me. A key. This should help downstairs.
This should help downstairs. You've picked up an inventory item. Open the interface to view this item and its description. Highlight the item and click on it to use with a character, an object, or even by itself. Robert E. Howard, the Conan guy, credited Lovecraft with convincing him to become less racist. Just a big case of, wow, I don't want to sound like him. I mean, even for the time, Lovecraft was famously a nutty racist weirdo. And how racist do you have to be for the 1920s to go, Lovecraft, lay off it a bit? It's all you talk about. All you talk about is squids and racism. What was even locked downstairs? I mean, these were locked as well, right?
It won't budge.
Or they might just be blocked. Fine. The squids are also racist.
It's locked.
Right, use a key.
The key doesn't fit.
Oh, it's an adventure game.
It's unlocked.
Oh! Never mind, it just worked. It's not an adventure game. Oh, this is actually quite nice. Of all of the rooms so far, this one is least full of mold and squid boys. I would manage to spend some time in here without going insane. Even the name of Lovecraft's cat will get banned in chat. Yeah, that's a famous one as well. He's pretty bad. Getting keys to unlock doors to get keys. It predicted 90% of Steam horror games. Oh, that's very blurry. Can I interact with it at all?
What the hell is going on? It seems they've been tracking my movements.
You could be anybody. Everybody looks like this in the 1920s.
The fire's still burning.
Another
key. I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them.
All of them.
There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe.
You read their diary.
I've gotta think.
You read their diary. You've been complaining of spooky dreams. And then a cultist is like, he knows. I genuinely thought he was smoking some sort of cuttlefish there. But it appears to be his own hand. Or a face hugger? Is that his hand? That is the weirdest pose I've ever seen somebody smoking in. You've somehow managed to make smoking not look cool. Can I save here? It's a typewriter and it's a horror game. Oh no, I got a fanboy. Okay, let's go. Bye. Unless there's any cool knives or guns.
It's unlocked.
Oh, again, this is kind of nice. I like libraries.
For nutcases, they seem quite literate.
That's derivative. Or derogatory. You shouldn't say that. They can read as well as be weird squid cultists. Where else would they learn about the squids?
It appears to be a private study area.
Well, that's glowing, so can I crouch down and get it? Who's moaning? I thought everybody was dead by now, but I still hear moaning and the police haven't come in. So maybe they're just tired.
The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek.
How do you know? You're a cop. All you know is shoot dog and racism.
There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
Is it the moaning? Is this somebody's goon cavern? I don't really want to be in a goon cave. Oh! It's a special secret. Didn't even notice. I don't want to go in there. Hang on, can I read this at all? Do you read classical Greek? Panoptica. Looks medieval, but claims to be a translation from classical Greek of a far older work from before the time of the first humans. The pages are stained, faded, and even burned, making reading difficult. It tells of an unthinkably distant antiquity. They speak of races so strange as to be beyond human comprehension. I was about to make a joke, but I simply can't, while still remaining in TOS. Even if it's ironic. Wars fought across vast gulfs of time and space. There are concepts so utterly alien that they sound like absolute madness. Time travel, flying polyps, mental projection, great races of yith. Makes you dizzy just to read it. Standard American police procedure. Do not get into gunfight situation until all the children, cultists, are dead. Okay, well that's like a fun thing to read. Down here. Can I crouch down and open it? Come on, open. There we go.
Shit, that did not sound good.
It might actually be a goon cave. He's got noise-cancelling headphones in. And he's listening to a YouTube video entitled Mommy Tells You It's All Going to Be Okay. Oh! It's definitely not.
Well, that's just swell.
Shut up, Jacobin. As opposed to the great race of Yif, which is Wolfenthros. I only discovered recently that it's called yiffing because that's the noise... Is it foxes make when they have sex? Hello.
He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull.
Was he the one going, oh? Why am I crouching? Probably shouldn't be. This feels like a runaway kind of place rather than sneaking around. That's what I've heard, but I never sought it out to check. Such a horrendous sound. Foxes make a sound more like a demon screaming. Yiff. Goon cupboards? Do you have a little buggo on you? You do! Hello! You're covered in gore! Genuinely thought someone was being murdered when I first heard Fox's fucking... Hello?
Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here.
It's like, when I was a kid, my childhood house, very occasionally, like once a year, or once every couple of years, cats would get together to mate stray cats outside my window. Like, you know, under my window. I was on like the second or third floor. So, you'd hear it. And if you don't know, cats have barbed penises. And it's not pleasant for either of them, I think. I mean, it's worse for the women cats, but neither the male or female cat really enjoys sex. And so the noises that you would hear, It felt like ghosts torturing each other. It was absolutely horrible. Exclamation mark quote cats, and the one it returns is a botched cum. Yeah, that makes sense. Not cat penis again. They're horrible. Is that like how wolverines or mountain lions sound like human screaming? Deer as well, and goats sometimes. Oh? Well, this is huge. How did you get this much space under this random house? We know this, you tell us every week. Oh! I'm guessing that was the gooner. Oh, that's... Okay, spot the body part. Those are lungs, obviously. And I think that's a heart. I don't know what you are. Are you its stomach? I don't know what you are. I'll get to you in a second. Kidneys, I believe? Intestines. Brain. You are having such a bad time. Were you the one screaming? I wouldn't agree to this. Even if I was into the cult, I wouldn't agree with it. Do I have to charge up your crystal? Is this a JO crystal, like on Craigslist?
Too hot to pick up.
Alright, never mind. If I press this, you're probably gonna die, right? I mean, I'd rather be dead.
Oh, shit.
Oh! Are you still awake? No, the pumping has stopped. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
At least he's out of his misery.
Can I take this
The
now?
crystal's still warm.
Ooh, it has been charged. I am constantly thinking about that Craigslist JO crystal. I'm playing a Call of Cthulhu one-shot right now. Like, I'm on like my 3rd session or something like that. As a player, not a DM. Actually, it's a keeper of arcade. Shut up. But my character has a JO crystal in order to protect him from spooks and shadows. I'm just always thinking about it. It's just such a weird post.
This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment.
Yeah, it doesn't look stable. I also stopped being awake when the pumping stopped. If only it protected him from hangovers. Oh, I like how alien this looks. As in, like, H.R. Gigery alien, but a bit more crystally. Press? I'm guessing these are batteries, and they're charged by pain or something? I don't know. I might turn up the brightness here. Hang on. It's very dark. And I'm assuming we get a torch at some point, but just for the stream. Videos, brightness. Let's turn it up to 7. Oh, that's a bit nicer.
There's no power.
There's no power. I've intuited this. This looks very H.R. Gigery. Especially this bit. That's so H.R. Gigery. The meat pipes. The exoskeleton-clad meat pipes. Can I just shove you in here, maybe?
What the hell is that?
Well, for us. Oh, there we go. Insert
It
crystal.
looks like something's been removed from it.
Well, maybe put the crystal into it, Jackathan. There we go. I don't like this. And I don't mean because it's gross or anything, because it isn't. It's the fact that it's not triple-sided. Like, if I had a triple-sided slot, I'd put a triple-sided thing into it. A torch, what is this? Doom 3? You'll stumble around in the dark and you like it. Is Doom 3 the one? I've never played Doom 3. I've played Doom 1, a bit of 2. And I've played the remake, or not the remake, the sequel from 2016. And I haven't played Eternal either. Is Doom 3 the one where you could have the torch or a gun out, but not both at the same time? Because your character hadn't figured out tape. Yes. I think Doom 3, is that the one that people didn't like at the time, but now has kind of a cult following? Yes, the one where duct tape doesn't exist, exactly. Stargate? We're about to see some Pseudo-Egyptians. Oh, that was a spooky boy right there. Hi. I bring you love. Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello. Sorry. I might be undermining the spookiness. I liked that. That was cool. And now it's 6 years later, I think. Have we gone a bit mad now?
6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston.
I now have a fringe, so you can tell I'm unhinged.
But to me, it was just 5 months ago.
Oh.
Amnesia, the doctors called it.
That's
Probably
a
brought on
common
by acute
Lovecraft
mental
thing.
stress.
You just black out
I
for
remember
years.
investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming.
There was the sort of Cenobite goon cave. What is the Hellraiser
According to
cube
the
if not a
police
giant
report, they
goon
had searched
cave?
the house for hours,
A dimensional goon
only to
cave.
find me later collapsed on the floor. When my
The
eyes
cope.
opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed.
It's not that
The
long.
accounts
You
I've
probably
been
did
able to
nothing.
piece
Probably just
together
chilled out for a while.
Show much of my time
I've had
was
6
spent
year
in
periods like
travel
that.
and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own.
Just like the shapes they make.
When I
It's like when you listen
reawakened
to
5 months ago,
albums in
exactly
languages you
6
don't speak.
years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection.
Same.
I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years
Although that's been
past,
going on forever, not really just recently.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr.
I love his voice.
My
It's so
name's
bad.
Arthur Anderson.
It's so...
I need your help
I guess it's
finding
good
the
that it's just like a normal guy voice.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on.
Did I get a package? This is how lazy I am. There's a package outside that came through my letterbox earlier. I haven't picked it up. It's in my hallway. I saw it 2 hours ago and went, I'll get that later.
What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like
Is this going to be Shadow over Innsmouth?
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Fishmen, fishmen. Shadow over Innsmouth. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Because, to be honest, a lot of the Lovecraft stories slightly blend together for me. Like, a lot of them are kind of similar to each other, right? I think Shadow over Innsmouth is the one I like the most. I think it's a very fun, spooky story. It's the only one that I found genuinely a little bit spooky. I think it's quite good at building tension. Whereas a lot of them... I find a lot of Lovecraft stories quite detached. You know, because they're always told as like letters or newspaper articles or diaries and stuff like that. I find them a little bit detached and not that urgent and action-packed or anything, which I know is not really the point. But I like Shadow of Innsmouth a lot. Is that the one where he discovers he's 1/4 fishman and decides that's actually okay, and that is the real horror? You can tell that Lovecraft had some stuff going on, even from his stories. He's not one of those ones where it's easy to separate the art and the artist, is he? Like, a lot of Lovecraft stories are about finding out shit like that. Like, oh, it turns out I'm mixed race, but with a monster, or oh no, I'm half Puerto Rican, I need to like walk into the sea, that kind of thing. And his whole thing is like, oh, I'm terrified of the unknown and of like spooky foreign gods and stuff like that. It really, he makes it very obvious. You know, like some authors, you can read them and never know. Like, I don't know, who's a bigoted author? I'm trying to think of one I like rather than, like, the obvious one. Mold Woman herself. Orson Scott Card? Orson Scott Card, I think you could read any of his books and not realise that he's a fucking horrible homophobic weirdo. Like, it doesn't come up, but Lovecraft infuses it into everything he does. I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, the regional manager of the First National grocery store chain. All right. It appears that the First National grocery in Innsmouth was recently burglarized, and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is now missing. From what I have been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson, gave him the job as a favor. A manager of a supermarket? As a favor? All right. Burnham is looking like the prime suspect for the robbery, but there are a few things that don't add up. Not to Anderson, and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force an entry into the store when he had a full set of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe, to misdirect an investigation? If that was the plan, why did he disappear? Following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out what I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. For generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighbouring communities. Outsiders are unwelcome there, and there are superstitious tales of a strange element in the town's oldest families. They are of mixed blood. Oh. They are of mixed blood, so the stories go. Whatever that means. The usual Hicktown prejudices, no doubt. Ding, ding, ding. You could totally read Stephen King and not realise he was high on cocaine. Oh, wait, no, you can't. I have read a little bit of Stephen King. I'm not a huge Stephen King fan, but I'm looking at The Stand over on my shelf right there. I've read a couple of his things, and you can tell when he's sober and when he's not, I believe. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying their line that Burnham robbed the place. Wants to know what happened to him. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. Feels good to have a purpose after 5 months trying to break through the amnesia. I also feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's the wild stories about the town. Or maybe it's just because I haven't had a case in so long. Alright, good. It's really just not trying to hide it at all. I mean, they did have that line there at the end. It's probably just the hick prejudices. That wouldn't have been in the Lovecraft original. Lovecraft would have written that and gone, mixed. They're probably interbreeding out there in the wilds.
Driver, how far did he stop?
Oh, that's a horrible bus. This makes Boss Aaron look nice.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
You sound like you could be a fish boy, gentlemen.
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many countries,
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
Okay, if this is going to be adapting Shadow over Innsmouth, that is my favourite Lovecraft, so I'm on board. Although, from a comment earlier, apparently there's some other stuff thrown in, which is good as well, keeps me guessing. Was he a slave owner? Is that why it's headless now?
Isn't it strange?
I don't know if this town would mind. Oh god, a kazoo. I'll do that in a second. Are we allowed metal back? It depends. Does it actually have a melody? It's not, but just wondering. Bye! Oh, they've broken the mirror so they don't have to render a mirror. I see what you're doing, game. Can I take a look at you? Oh, you're out here! Yeah, okay, I'm thinking there might be something happening for you. Are you also fishy? Less fishy than him, but definitely a bit fishy. It's like wandering around my town. I live in a semi-rural town in the coastline of Ireland. This is kind of just what it looks like. Am I actually meant to go in here? You brought me up on this door, so I'm assuming this is where we're going. This is a horrible bus. Is this what buses used to look like in the 20s? Maybe it's even old for then. Although, no, they wouldn't have had cars for that long, I guess.
It won't open.
It won't open. It's adapting a module for the tabletop RPG, Escape from Innsmouth. Oh!
It won't budge.
Hi. I know that this game, on the brief bit of research I did, that this game was meant to have expansions and sequels, adapting other things from, whatever it's called, Lovecraft, but the game did so poorly, they never came about. They were all cancelled and the game went out of business. You look so ill. I guess out of politeness, you would not comment on this, but you look so ill.
Hi. The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman.
Its name is Gilman.
Hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Horrid mess. Okay, well, I would like to stay there.
Talking to this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's more than a touch creepy. If I need a room and I'm desperate, then I'll come back.
You will probably need a room. You're not going to solve it in an hour, are you? Yeah, maybe he will. Who knows? It looks better than the Tesla bus. Gilman, get it?
Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only.
Alright, can I jump over here? Ooh, I see a key. Okay, fine, bye.
It won't open.
Maybe I'll head upstairs. Do you mind that?
It's locked.
I'm assuming all of these are going to be locked,
New
right?
member of the
Oh, thank you for the
Commonwealth.
sub. That's very, very kind. I need to change those sound alerts. I've gotten very sick of them. But thank you for the sub. Alright, I will leave. This looks like a very small hotel. There's only like... there might be more stairs up there. Bye! Can I run? I cannot run. This is the sneak. This is what sneak looks like, apparently. Shift. And then C is crouch. It's weird that they're two different things, but we'll make do. Hello, friend. Do you want to talk?
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young
You sound
lad
somewhere
called
between
Brian
a
Burnham.
fish and
I'm a
Sylvester
friend of the
Stallone.
family. He worked in the store.
I thought you were going to punch
Don't know
me.
who you're talking about, fella.
Okay. This is going to be very Royston Vasey-esque, isn't
It's
it?
gonna get me no place fast.
You know, this is a local shop for local people kind of vibes. Snooping and poking around in a Cthulhu game. Nothing could go wrong. I mean, we're already a bit fucky in terms of sanity. Hello, what about you, Mr. Beerbelly?
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
I love the voices. Hello. Oh, you're a bit quicker.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Stop bothering me.
Shut up! Hey, sir, shut up! Get away from me! What about you, cop?
Stop! You can't come down here.
Fuck me, they're rancid looking. Why not?
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful.
Alright. I wasn't doing anything, I just went up to ask him directions. I only subscribe so that I can angrily yell I'm unsubbing during every stream where you don't play Shenmue. Shenmue 2 will happen at some point. I just needed a refractory period after the hell that was Shenmue 1. Can't open that. You know what it looks a little bit like to me? And this is a wild pull. Kind of reminds me of Thief 3. Don't know why, just something about the architecture and the shadows of this little bit here. I can see, I could imagine a sort of like light meter here. You say that, but you just implied it was orgasmic.
It won't open.
I'm sure the term refractory period applies to other things. South Street, Town Square.
It won't open.
It won't open. Is that a shop? Haulage. No. Doesn't really feel like somewhere I can go. What about you, large man? Large man?
I'm looking for Brian.
Can't help you.
To be fair, this is how I would respond to people if they were asking for directions. Because I would automatically assume they would be asking for some sort of, giving me a pamphlet or an album. Like, for some reason, a CD, as if anybody has a CD player anymore. Indoctrinating me into a cult. That's always an option.
It won't budge.
It won't budge. This is a horrible town. Alright, fine. Over this way then. We'll just wander around. Asking for this guy is very Shenmue. Oh no. Cthulhu by way of Shenmue. John Brothers Storage. Hello. You're a wom. And you're not fish-like. Which, I don't know. We'll see if this makes sense canonically.
Evening.
You're a swell dame.
The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth, Mr. Walters.
Thanks, I think.
Take my advice. Do what you must and then leave. Tonight. This port does not cater well to visitors.
While I appreciate your concern, Miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
Any directions?
Hello again.
Mr. Walters.
Look, Miss, I only want a conversation. There's no harm in that, right?
Oh, just say you're asking for directions. Now you look like a creep.
It's not wise to be seen gossiping with outsiders.
Like you're putting your arm on the wall, kind of getting up too close to her.
No.
Hey, I just want a conversation. Why are you being so hard up, like? Rancid vibes from Jack.
But this lady knows something.
Right. I don't like you. The Marsh Refinery. Well, this isn't where I'm meant to be. You leaving? Can I follow you? Oh, hang on. Maybe I can follow you around. You should stream yourself becoming forklift certified before Shenmue 2. I do have a forklift simulator game installed somewhere. Tempest Motor Oils. This doesn't really feel like sneaking well. Hi, I wasn't following you like a creeper. I'm fine.
Can you at least tell me if you knew the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Look here, Mr. Walters. I can't answer your questions, and your harassment is putting us both in danger. Please, leave me alone.
In danger? From whom?
From whom?
The order. Now go.
Alright, that's something, I guess. Shenmue has had such a profound effect on chat, unfortunately. I feel like it's like seeing something in the Cthulhu mythos. You know, you get permanently affected by it in your brain. Washington Street. Maybe it's up Washington Street. This looks like a back alley. This doesn't look promising. There's a pub. Hi, do you know where the bank is or whatever I'm looking for? The grocery shop. Okay, this is a game that features piss. We're back on track for this stream. It's making me watch the whole thing, by the way. I have no control over this. I can't look away. I am really interested in this guy's pissing.
It's the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds his gong. and the world wins battle out.
You're acting so drunk that it makes me think you're pretending. You know, like when if you give a teenager non-alcoholic beer but tell them it's alcoholic and they go, "Oh, I'm so drunk." Yes.
Midnight in the star mother. Who's that there?
Where are you
Spare a
from?
few pennies, young mister. I can give you something for your
Is that
generosity.
wind effect or is that some sort of
are
spooky
you?
noise?
Zadok, that be my name. Though too few years it now. Zadok Allen.
Zadok
You know
Allen.
Brian Burnham?
Just a young'un. Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon.
We're gonna find him dead in a bit, aren't we? this is
What else can you tell
very
me about this
about
port?
to die
We
energy.
just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice.
Okay.
And old Zadok will fill your ears.
Is his character Irish? I thought at first possibly, but Zadok? Was he pissing out of a watering can? The spray on that was berserk.
The timbers creak and the sea will shriek.
A
He's got lots of
sea-looking
piercings.
bar called the
Young
Garden.
blast.
Unfortunately,
How
it's
to
shut.
leave
It
what
won't
man
budge.
Okay, I need some beer or like some wine for him, I guess.
The old drunkard knows something. I don't think it won't budge.
Alright, we need to get his tongue wagging, which I hate in reference to that guy. Zadok Allen is an incredible name. Zadok might be a perfectly normal name in... I have no idea where that would be from. Eastern Europe. Somewhere. Maybe it's a Czech name or something. Hello. Polish? They use a lot of Zs. This is quite a big place. I was expecting it to be a bit more linear at the start, but apparently no. This actually feels like I'm investigating something, which is quite nice. What is this? Is this, the Esoteric Order of Dagon. They just have a sign out. Okay.
It won't open.
Why were you so hesitant to tell me? The variety store. What about you? You are the widest, biggest man I have ever seen in anything. Can I talk to you? No, you just don't even want to talk. Can I go down here, maybe? Possibly.
It won't open.
It won't open. It's all closed. The poorhouse.
The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warrens.
I don't really know what a poorhouse is. Is that like a doss house?
It won't open.
Is that basically the same thing? You know, from the Victorians. I'll go down here. Hiya.
It's locked. It
Never
must lead to the
mind.
back of the mines.
Order of Dagon is just like the Masons, but with more fish. Oh, there's the How many times did I walk past that?
It won't open.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, it's a stealth!
I told you already. Stop your snooping around.
Oh dear. Isn't it like where they send children to work? I think that's a workhouse, but it might be the same
Damn.
thing.
I need to be more careful.
Okay, well, if we're being careful, let's do a sneak. I don't know, sneaking might be... Okay. Oh! Be cautious when sneaking past enemies. To avoid detection, keep in cover, stick to the shadows, move slowly and keep low. Ooh. Oh, when I was a kid, I thought the Freemasons were like a fake thing. Or that, you know... I'm gonna quickly dip and dive in here, I think. Or maybe down there. Oh, I might try and play it safe. I'll go down here. Maybe? But then I passed a building that just said, like,
budge.
you know, Order of the Freemasons on it. And I was like, you're real? I haven't saved in a while. Oh, never mind. There's a save point right there. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't saved since 1410, so I'm glad to have another one. Can I crouch through here? That looks rough. This must be where they broke in, I'm guessing. Federal Street. Is this what streets are actually named in America? Things like Washington Street and Federal Street. It's like if you came to me, somebody who knows very little about America, and asked me to make up fake street names. Sleeve McDykel Street.
The door's bolted shut.
Kick it.
The door's bolted shut.
Kick it open. Oh, Christ. Ooh, maybe a key in here? Could I hide in here? Do I have to steal a key from this horrible fishy gentleman? Oh, Jesus. I've never personally seen a Federal Street, but I wouldn't put it past us. Oh, where'd he go? Woo! There he went. Okay, this should be fine. If he doesn't come in here, at least, this should be okay. Yeah, we can just sneak out here. I wouldn't mind a light meter.
It's unlocked.
Yes, it is. I'd duck in quickly. Objects that can be pushed will have left scratch marks on the floor. Oh! You won't be able to move the object if the door passes next to is open. To push an object, simply move against it in the direction of the scratch marks. That's kind of fun, so we can block this door, I guess. Do we need to block the door? I mean, I don't know if the guy knows we're in here. Surely this will just alert him to the fact that somebody's in here. This just seems like a terrible idea, but maybe it isn't. I don't think I would do this if I were breaking into somewhere, which I haven't done.
Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest.
Open drawers.
Assorted paperwork,
no.
But nothing of any real interest.
I've got long arms. What's that? Watch out for medical boxes. They contain all the treatments needed to patch up injuries. Now, in the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, I have always been under the understanding that if you are getting into combat, things have gone really, really badly wrong. And that you're probably fucked. But not always, I guess. Again, like Thief. Can I pick that up, or do I have to be closer? There we go. Lovely. Now we can take a couple of punches. Probably. It's more like the combat in the RPG is brutal and that you're likely to die. Can I steal?
The till's empty.
Yeah, that makes sense. Something sold here. Lucky Sevens. I'm assuming that's a cigarette. But I don't smoke, so I don't really know. Is that a vice? No, it's a sausage boy. For making sausages.
It won't budge.
It won't budge. I can't bound this counter in a single leap. Lame.
The glass has been broken, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Strange.
It's probably just a wolverine broke in.
It won't budge.
Where are wolverines from? Are they in America? I'll be honest, up until I was about 9, I didn't know that wolverines were a real animal. Oh, that looks bad. We do have them here, yes.
Stock reminders and general notices. Nothing of interest.
All right. Ooh, hey, we can give this to the alcoholic and enable his horrible habit. That seems bad. And is that some sort of tire iron or something?
There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle.
All right, sure, take them. You're an adventure game protagonist. You're going to be overloaded with trash by the end.
Invoices and receipts. Nothing of interest.
All right, let's try and duck out now. Oh, fuck. Ah. Fucker. Eep. Ah. Help. Can I leave?
It won't open.
It won't open. See, I knew this was a bad idea. Why'd I do this? Run.
Why would Brian force entry when he had a set of keys?
I don't know. Can you leave?
It won't open.
Well, I'm a bit spooked now, to be honest. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Why would someone break in the front?
Jesus Christ, run!
you doing snooping around here? Get out! And what have you got there? Trying to take evidence from the scene? Hand them over.
Son of a bitch.
Right, I'm not 100% sure what I was meant to do there, but something I didn't do. Let's do that again. I guess it's not uncommon. My lady friend was also under the impression that they weren't real. That wind scared the fuck out of me. Enabling an alcoholic, very Lovecraft faithful. My partner, Emma, knew a person who, up until the age of about 26, I think, maybe 25, did not know that reindeer were a real animal. She thought they were made up for the purposes of that story. You know, the Rudolph thing. She was like, reindeer? That doesn't sound real. I was like, yeah, they're around. Have you ever seen a picture of one? Although it's weird that in Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, and it only really hit me recently, yeah, they do look fake, that he's not a reindeer. Like, Rudolph is obviously just a deer. A reindeer is fucking huge and they've got beards. They look like giant goat moose deer. They're fucking weird looking. But whenever you see Rudolph, he's just some deer. Like, he's very obviously not a reindeer. Oh, Jesus. It was weird seeing deer in Australia in the snowy regions, but they were introduced. I don't think I've ever seen a deer in the wild, even though we supposedly have a problem with them. Like, apparently they're everywhere. I need to be keeping an eye out for this guy more, by the way. Like, apparently they're everywhere. Like, you know, we killed all the wolves. Well, the English killed all the wolves and the Scottish. And then we finished the job. But all the wolves are gone, either way. Okay, well, this is Beck, so you haven't really done much. But, so apparently, deer are, you know, overrunning parts of the countryside, but I've never seen one in the wild. Not the deer, it was the snowy regions that were introduced. Wolves are making a comeback in most of Europe. Yes, they keep trying to, like, you know, put forward bills for, like, reintroducing them here. But it never happens because we have no forests anymore. Okay, what do we think I need to do here before I pick this up? Like, am I supposed to hide somewhere? Or am I meant to just fight or run or something?
This makes no sense. These scratch marks look like they were made by some kind of animal.
I did see a nature documentary last night with Emma, where it was an Englishman, a very posh Englishman, talking about, like, wetlands in Britain. And it showed some beavers, a family of beavers. And I didn't even know that beavers were native to whatever it's called. In your panic, maybe you missed something on the floor behind the bar? On the floor behind the bar. Maybe a pipe or something. Oh, maybe a wooden handle could be used there. Thank you for that clue. But, apparently beavers were hunted to extinction because that's what the British do in every place. They hunt shit to extinction. About 120 years ago or something in Britain, and now they're being reintroduced. And I was like, it's so weird seeing a beaver in England because you associate them so much with, like, Canada and nowhere else, really. I don't really think of beavers being anywhere but Canada. Maybe other parts of North America, I don't know. But I think of them as such a Canadian-coded animal that it's so weird seeing them anywhere else. It's like, oh, they're interacting with a toad in an English pond. It's so strange. Right, take that and then run.
And a wooden handle.
They're being reintroduced so we can hunt them again. Right, crouch down. V.
Looks like I need some sort of
lifting handle. Use it. Now get out of here. You could have pulled that up regardless, you fucking dope. It is the national end. Oh! Okay, that was meant to happen, I guess. It's the national animal of Canada. I would have thought maybe it would be moose.
Down there, you can rock.
Oh, thanks for that. I would have thought it would maybe be the moose, or what's another famous Canadian thing? Don't know if I can think of one. I just checked, it's the beaver. The loon, isn't that on their money? The Canadian goose, yeah, there we go. There's a loon as well, like, I don't know if that's just, yeah, there we go, loon. That's auto-modded for bullying? Really? Because they have that on their money. They have loonies and toonies. Because they have, like, $1 to Australia? I keep saying Australians, because I kind of link them together in my brain for some reason, Australians and Canadians. One is just like a hot version of the other one. And I don't mean sexually, I mean temperature-wise. A loonie and a toonie, and no more 1 cent coins. Same here. There is no more 1 or 2 cent... What's it called? Euro coins anymore, because nobody used them and they were costing too much to make. Like, they were valued less than they cost to make, so they went, we're getting rid of this shit. Nobody likes them, so you can't get them anymore. Australians and Canadians, both off-brand Americans. One is like grocery store off-brand, the other is bargain bin off-brand. I'll take another health kit, sure. I mean, I haven't needed one yet. I haven't been beaten up by a cop yet. I might be hurt. How hurt am I? I think that means fine, like up there. This little readout. I look fucking weird. We are the hot Canadians. Can I jump back up? Nope. Oh no. Well, can I drag stuff? I've been told to look out for draggables and pushables. There we go. Can I maybe climb up somewhere with this ladder? Maybe up here into the rafters. That seems like an insane thing to do. Oh, maybe I could climb up here a bit? I don't know. We'll push this and see what happens. I missed the first game. Oh! That is not what should have happened. How shit was that wall? I missed the first hour of the game. Is it good? The game is okay, not particularly. I'm liking it so far. It's very stupid. It's made out of styrofoam. Oh, lots of skulls. Oh, this is where they cask of Amontillado everybody they don't want. Dragging and pushing was such a huge game mechanic back then. A solid 6 out of 10 is what I'm getting.
Welcome back to the
Oh, and thank you for the subscription. That's very kind of you. Every little helps, like Tesco said. Although, shopping at Tesco, every little does not help anymore. Tesco is no longer cheap. Although, I did shop at Tesco the other day, and when I scanned my club card, it took like €8 off the price. And I was like, I was briefly excited and went, oh, yippee! But then I remembered, oh, this is what it would have cost like 5 years ago, but they've just kind of added on nonsense without the club card. But still, number go down is always fun. Ooh, cracked plaster. This almost looks nice compared to that horrible place. We're out, I think. Club card is a fucking scam, I know. Watch out for ammo pickups. Ammo will always carry across to the next chapter, but the quantity you can carry is kept. The interface shows the total rounds you're carrying, including those in the gun. I'll take some ammunition. That's a magazine or a clip. I don't know what the difference is. You put a clip in a magazine, maybe? Or you put a magazine in a clip. Can't remember the way it goes. Iceland's slogan has changed from "That's why mums shop at Iceland" to "That's why we shop at Iceland." Woke mum raise your nonsense. I don't know if Iceland still exists in Ireland. It did, and I used to go there every so often to see, and I don't mean to be rude, all of the wacky British shit that would be in there. Like Vimto cheesecake and fucking hula hoops brand potato smileys and stuff. Insane shit that you could get from Iceland. But they had to recall all food from Iceland in the country because it like wasn't up to spec or it was contaminated or something. And then they all closed and said, we'll open soon. And then didn't, I think. I don't know if it's still here or not. They might have just left the insane British shit they don't actually sell in Britain. For a little while, for a period of about 3 or 4 years, it was the only place you could get Iron Brew in Cork. So I went there for that, basically, because I quite like Iron Brew. I used to see it in the UK and go, haha, Iceland. Iceland has so much bizarre food you can't find anywhere else. That's class. Iceland prawn ring was a crime against humanity. That was very famous, wasn't it? The prawn ring with like a prawn cocktail thing in the middle. Prawn cocktail in general is a little bit of a crime. And I'm kind of including the crisps. I know they're probably one of the most popular crisps, but prawn cocktail has always seemed weird. It's acceptable in a skip, and it's acceptable not really anywhere else, I think. They're like the Sports Direct of supermarkets. They buy up dead brands like Harry Ramsden's and TGA Fridays and then slap the logo on them. Some doors you encounter will be bolted on one side. Action the bolt to unlock or lock the door. Door bolts can come in useful when escaping. Oh no! That's a good horror mechanic, because I find being chased terrifying. Prawn cocktail is very British, is it? Hate skips, worst crisp. I like skips, okay. It's like, of the prawn cocktail concoctions, I think skips are the only one that I would accept. It's acceptable in a skip. How dare you, suggesting that it deserve to be thrown away at skips.tm. I don't know if I've even tried it. I say if you can find skips, they're cool. But like a prawn cocktail Tato or a Walker's, that's worse than no crisps for me. Doors bolted shut. Use it. And we're back out. Yippee! Shortcut. It's
Hello,
dark.
Jack.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I didn't even see you. Are you my G-man?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast.
I've been here for 20 minutes.
Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackie? You're obviously not a local.
Did you just hand me a
What's your
newspaper?
business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh
I'm always
refinery.
being posted up in
Speaking
rotten
of which,
holes.
I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay. Maybe I'll catch you later.
Skip bins.
That's the
Yeah,
first friendly
a
face
skip
I've seen
here.
in
I don't know
this
what they
damn
call them in
town.
other places, but a
I've
skip
been in this
here is
business
a
long enough to know he's hiding
huge bin. Like a huge metal bin that gets carted off by a truck, I think. Skips, hula hoops, Monster Munch, Space Invaders. The UK will make fun snacks, whereas the US has flat ones and round Funyuns and claim to be king. I've said this before, I'm pretty sure. I think US crisp meta is really pathetic. Like, when you think of British and Irish crisps, you think of the humble Tato, you think of hula hoops, you think of all that kind of thing. You think of interesting fun stuff like the Meanie or the Monster Minch. Or the Monster Munch. Monster Mensch is a different thing. But then, what does America produce? Shit like fucking Funyuns and Pringles, which are reprehensible. No, that's what I mean. Try a skip, a bin. A skip is also a brand of crisp, which is like a starchy cup that dissolves in your mouth that is prawn cocktail flavored. Basically. A skip is a corn. I don't know if it is corn, is it? I'm not really sure what it is. Put chips in skips. Dissolve. It kind of fizzes and dissolves in your tongue, which is kind of pleasant. You kind of let it half dissolve and then crunch them. Yeah, we don't have these. They're okay. US crisps seem like some kind of penitence from my recollections. They're weird. I think, weirdly, considering that the US is so known for junk food, whenever I've tried US junk food, they're disgusting. Like, I mean, the famous one is obviously Hershey's, which everybody outside of America thinks tastes like vomit. And there's reasons for that. It's because it tastes like vomit. But it's absolutely disgusting. A lot of their sweets are like that. We have Asian prawn crackers, which are nice. I would say prawn cocktail tastes nothing like prawn crackers, which are also extremely popular here. But they're actually nice. Hershey's themselves say, yeah, it's vomit, but it's because... Is Doritos a big deal in the States? I believe so. And that's another one. Doritos are disgusting. Doritos are gross as fuck. Pringles are gross as fuck. Woo! I'm out. Hershey's is minging. Okay, we're out. Oh! Jesus.
I won't tell him anything.
Like, Doritos would always be my least favourite choice, really, if I was offered some crisps. I'd even take some prawn cocktail Tatoes over Doritos. They suck. They're like really bad tortilla chips with way too much kind of, like, awful artificial flavouring. The cool flavour can be alright, but anything else, ugh. I do quite like Doritos, to be fair. Those get a pass. I mean, I remember trying some, like, classic American snacks, like Nerds and stuff like that, from a shop at one point, and going, all of these are bad. All of these suck. Alright, can I talk to anybody? Who was the guy who was getting picked on? Was it you?
I'm looking for Brian Burns.
No. Go away. I can bring the beer to that guy. That's what we'll do.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Please, stop bothering me, stranger.
Fair enough. 3D Doritos had a huge grip on the UK in the 90s. I've never heard of these. You're really confused as to why we have gross food. We have incredibly low standards. We don't even deserve universal healthcare. Of course we don't deserve tasty snacks. It's just weird, like... I guess it makes sense because it's like, you know, the foundational thing of capitalism, right, is America. But when I think of America, I think of, like, low-quality sweets. When I think of their food, at least. It's like, they see, like, they, you know, Hershey's taste like that because they use less chocolate in their chocolate and stuff like that. More sugar, less chocolate. The salsa you get for chips is way better in America. I have heard that. I've rarely had good tortilla chips, I would say. It's not... It is quite difficult to get... Fucking sound clip. It is very difficult, I would say, to get good Mexican food in general here in Ireland. We are late to the party on that. Hello.
If you pardon my asking, have you lived here in this port all your life?
Tesco's does some good salsa now. I forgot. I made a mistake recently. I bought hummus from Tesco, and I only remembered afterwards that Tesco's hummus, no matter what brand it seems, and no matter what date, and no matter what price range, Tesco's exclusively stocks shit hummus.
And I'll tell you all.
I have whiskey or whatever. I like Romanos hummus? I don't know. Romanas? Phileas Fogg were the best tortilla chips. They've removed the lids from the pots though. Oh, is it that thing where it's just like a thin plastic flap? I hate that. I think in terms of store brands, like shop generic brand hummuses, Aldi's probably the best. I like the Aldi hummus, okay. Right, I will give you some whiskey. Tortilla chips dipped in tzatziki. Nam. I'm a horrible gremlin. I will sometimes have, like, one of my famous, or my favorite, not famous, it's definitely not famous. One of my favorite little snacks is to eat lightly salted tortilla chips with some hummus, which is kind of gross, but I like it. Alright, have some rum. This is rum, apparently. I don't think I've ever had rum. Isn't rum very sweet? It's made from, like, sugar cane or something.
Why, you're uncommonly
I think my
kind,
mum
young
kind of likes
fella.
rum.
Here'll be a little something in gratitude that may help you in your search.
Where are you from? Are you gonna get sick on me? Don't piss on me either. Don't get too close. He's going to piss on you. Here's your gift. Hey. Dreya's famous salt lick snack.
Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's there rumoring in Anchor.
Them that's there. Are you a pirate?
But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things.
This is worse than my accents. And that's hard to do.
Old Captain Obed, where it all began, telling desperate folks they'd order get better cause.
I would not be able to understand this without the subtitles.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed.
What's your thoughts on Twinkies? I don't think I've ever seen a Twinkie. Aren't they basically just like styrofoam with cream in the middle? Not really sure. I know them through Zombieland. I've never actually seen one.
Crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet. Till that artful night of 46.
It's hard to even pay attention because of this guy's accent.
Riot. But I'd seen them. Swarms of them.
Swarms.
Look,
Swarms.
old man, I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Then why are you still here?
Was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. That morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy as strangers if we were knowing what was good for us.
You've seen him in the American section.
Say
It's
that.
fun shit.
Who did all this? Who did all?
Said the old
It just
captain
skipped. I
was
didn't
now
click that skip
deeper in
button.
debt to his heathen cause. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
He's gonna die in a second. He's gonna drink himself to death.
Just that's old waste about oaths of Dagon.
That was a great animation.
Aye, he takes the third oath. Just head over to his hole in that dark street. Then you'll see. For definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy.
Okay. This guy sounds like a really bad Tom Waits impression.
The piano has been drinking, not me.
Now that's a bad Tom Waits impression. Hello.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
I've got a poorhouse
It's
key to
Jack.
use.
And just hold on there a minute, sweetheart. Are you gonna even tell me your name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth.
Twinkies would go
She
great
was
with
dating
tea.
Brian.
They could never
What?
stand up to the what's it called?
Quickly,
The
we
mini
don't have much
rolls.
time.
I don't even like mini rolls.
Follow
Thing
me.
is, I don't like any cake. I don't like cakes at all. I've very rarely had a cake
Jack,
I could stand.
Innsmouth is a
So I
strange
probably would not
place.
like Twinkies
There are
either.
things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange. Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen. But I can help you.
Her voice sounds
My
really
father
familiar.
discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the
Laura
more
hates cake,
unusual
hates spaghetti.
elements in
Do you hate
Innsmouth.
all baked goods? Pies? It depends.
Whenever
Like
you
a
find
sweet
one,
pie
you
is
can
fairly
use it to
disgusting, but
find
like a
moments of
standard,
sanctuary.
you know, your
I
standard
must leave
pies with some
before we're
beefs
seen
or
together.
fake beefs or whatever, or some potatoes in it. That's all right. It's not
I've
my
seen
first
that
choice
eye-like
of thing.
symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star.
We're back here, okay. Oh, it's a save point again. Lovely. I would like to save. Have you had elote? I don't know what that is. No, probably not. Hate Spain. I don't hate Spain, but it is too hot and I don't like their cooking. Oh! Our friend the Chunk was voiced by Dave Rivas, known for many roles such as Voice, Mission Control Countdown, and Voice. I love how shit IMDb is for games. I think it's a real failing of games as a medium, by the way, that it can be kind of hard to find out a detailed cast list for video games. A lot of the time they will just be referenced as voice or various or whatever. And a lot of the time they're not listed in the credits of games, and they're not listed on the Wikipedia pages a lot either. It's very annoying, because a lot of the time you want to know who plays that person, or like, oh, I recognize that voice. You ate spaghetti. Is this how the noodle versus spaghetti debate started in the first place? I think spaghetti is sort of an intro pasta, but I don't even think it's good for that. I think it's the worst form of pasta. I mean, I'll take it if nothing else is on offer, then sure, some spaghetti. But like, I would never buy spaghetti or purchase it from a restaurant. And I think it is usually associated, in my mind, with children, and I don't even think it's good for children because it's messy. Give them a penne or a fusilli, something more self-contained. A tortellini, even. Alright, poorhouse. Let's go to the poorhouse. Hate crime towards Italians. I think every other form... like linguine. Linguine is just a better form of spaghetti. They'll never defeat the humble penne or the fusilli. Who hates spaghetti? I just disparage it. I don't like... I would never choose spaghetti. I have never bought spaghetti for myself. I've been given spaghetti plenty of times, but I've never, ever bought it for myself. If you want a strand, which I disrespect a little bit anyway, get a linguine, get a tagliatelle, something like that. Isn't penne from the 80s? It might be. Maybe it's a modern pasta. What was the OG pasta? I don't know. I feel like it might be a tagliatelle or something, because that feels old. Based on very little. That just feels classic to me. Alright, use a key here, please. Key to the poorhouse.
It's unlocked.
Yes, it is. I'm in the poorhouse now. I love pasticcio. I don't know what that is. It's hard to slurp because of the hole. What is this? I've never heard of this shape. It might be a shape I've seen, I just don't know the name of it, because there's a lot of shapes. What's that goofy one that's shaped like a wheel called? And when I was a kid, I remember finding conchigli gross, because it just looks like snails, and I just found it a bit... Ugh. Lasagna is apparently the first pasta. Oh, that makes sense, because it's just a sheet with layers. It's hard to slurp because of the hole. When you say you've been given spaghetti, do you mean someone handed you a box of raw spaghetti or presented with a bowl of cooked spaghetti? The second one. The oldest is testeroli, which is just flat. Hello. Am I meant to eavesdrop on you? Just whipped me round.
Oh, don't say nothing.
Oh, don't say nothing. Oh, no. Hello.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Please stop bothering me, stranger.
Okay, fair enough. Bye. I'm not in a poorhouse, by the way. This is the old town, where they have carpets flying out. These might be sheets or towels, I guess. That's a carpet.
I have a strange feeling I'm being watched.
Somebody's watching me. I wouldn't be surprised if Google gives mixed messages these days. Yeah, Google has become a pathetic shadow of its once glorious self.
It won't budge.
It won't budge. I'm not a pasta historian. That's probably a real job. Oh my! Are you going through the final stages of fishification, my friend? Pasticcio is like a Greek tube-shaped pasta and has a hollow center, but it looks like thick spaghetti. That's a bit better, probably.
Do you need any help?
I disrespect spaghetti because of its structural integrity as well as it being kind of a silly food. I don't like a silly food much. Hello.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
It's getting late, outsider. Folks that know what's good for them are safely bolted in their homes by now.
Do you like corn? No. I think corn... Well, sweet corn. I think sweet corn is disgusting. I hate corn. But I like baby corn. Baby corn I fucking love. I frequently buy packs of baby corn from the supermarket and share it with my guinea pigs. I'll fry up some for myself and toss some to the guinea pigs by my feet in the kitchen. And they'll munch away while I'm cooking. I really like baby corn. Of course, you just hate carbs. I like bread, baby corn, other pastas, rice. All great. Rice I would take 100 times out of 100 other than pasta, though. Very rarely would I choose pasta over a rice dish. Eat a full-sized corn like an adult. It just tastes bad. It's like, you know, if you ever get like a corn on the cob as a side. Although I don't know where you would get that here. That is not a normal thing. I guess, actually, thinking about it, the only place I've seen that offered is KFC when I was a kid. KFC would offer corn on the cob as a side, and my dad would get it. And it is absolutely disgusting. What kind of rice? I think my favourite rice, and I don't know if this is controversial or not, my go-to standard rice for everything is a basmati.
It's the entrance to the town poorhouse.
Basmati rice is the king of rice, in my opinion. Corn on the cob, lots of butter. If the only corn on the cob you've had is KFC, of course you'll hate it. I've also had it on pizzas. I just don't like it either. Basmati is a good choice to use a rice cooker. I do. A rice cooker, I would say, is fairly transformative if you eat rice even semi-regularly. It's so good. I got a rice cooker when I moved in here, and it is so lovely. I would never give it up. It's like, right now, it's like having a kettle or a toaster in the house. Like, I would never consider being without it. Corn on pizza, is this not normal? That is unbelievably normal here. Sweet corn on pizza. To the point where if you order a vegetarian pizza, just like a preset pizza on a menu here, it will come with sweet corn and you have to request not to have sweet corn on it. Love my rice cooker. Corn on pizza will get you shot here. It is like default, and I don't think it should be because I think it's gross as fuck. Even the corn off the cob. What about the Jolly Green Giant? I don't think I've ever had that outside of a pizza situation. Hello. Are you snooping? Hopefully Trey has not seen the Country Girls Make Do meme. I have. It's
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
Old Lady Wayne. It's why people joke about pineapple on pizza, but never corn. Really? I would have assumed America, because Americans famously put corn on everything and eat everything. They have like high fructose corn syrup instead of sugar, and they put corn in all their snacks. I thought you disliked the cob element, but you hate sweet corn. If it tasted nice, I could deal with a cob. It's gross. It's too sweet. Can I talk to you, old man?
What are you looking at there, old timer?
I love corn with a K.
I'm just looking.
I might hate that
what
more.
What you're doing in old Warren's house, young feller? This hole is for the broke and the dying.
I have that printed on some booty shorts.
It's out back of the house. Everything in Innsmouth is rotten and dying. Windows boarded up, and all sorts of curious barking and crawling around black
Where
cellars
are any
and
of you fuckers from?
How'd you like to be living in a town like this, feller?
I've been to more welcoming places. I don't think he's been outdoors for years. He isn't gonna know anything.
My friend went to America and said everything was bad because it all tasted like corn syrup. Even savory was sweet. Yes, this was a thing I noticed, was that... I've only been to America once, and it was only for a couple of weeks. And so, you know... And it was in Florida, so it's not exactly a good representation of their food. But... everything was so fucking sweet. Their bread was sugary, which I think is a crime, personally. I think if you put that much sugar in bread, you should be put in prison. But like, the first time I went to America, we went to some steakhouse or something, and my dad kind of nudged over some bread to me and went, try that, knowing that I hate cake. And I bit into this bread roll, like a tiny baguette that was placed on the table, like for the table, and bit into it. And it was sweet. It was like cake. It was like brioche. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is horrendous. It's absolutely disgusting. Why would you put sugar in this? Why does it taste like cake? I don't like cake. I want bread, damn it. Ooh, am I getting pushed around by little buggos? Oh, hello, are you a little moth or something? Oh, look at the little moth. Very sweet. Alright, cool. Not 100% sure why I'm here. Oh, Jesus, this is bad. Are those maggots or just roaches? Unfortunately, it's true about the sugar content. Being pre-diabetic, there aren't a ton of things I can eat that I don't make homemade. I don't 100% know what pre-diabetic is, but I've heard of it before. Is that like you're on the edge? Like if you don't sort yourself out in some way, you're gonna have diabetes, like type 2 or something. But you're not fully there. Exactly. Am I misremembering, or is there a quote about you being attracted to moth women? I said once that not that I'm attracted to moth women, but in terms of furries, I would be more likely to go out with a moth woman than, say, a fox woman. Right? That makes sense. Now, a moth woman, that I'd be into. Okay, fine. Quote 17. Not just once, there's so many quotes. Oh, I'm going a bit mad. What? Oh, it's just because there's a dead body. Get over your fucking self. Sorry. I'm gonna die on this hill. I've seen dead bodies. Now, I mean, they were in the concept of, like, a wake, you know, but I've seen dead bodies. They don't freak me out. It's fine. If I was walking home and there was just a dead body on the street and I went, oh, a dead body, I'd probably contact the police or an ambulance or both. But I don't think it would freak me out. I think I'd go, oh, that's sad. Time to bring home my shopping. You know, I don't think it would freak me out at all. Get over it, Jack. You're a cop. You've probably killed lots of people.
It won't open.
That's gonna collapse, isn't it? Woo! The only one I remember the number of is spider clitoris, which is more useful than you'd think. A lot of games have spiders. Oh god. Quote 179. I imagine a moth woman would be like a thick librarian type. Am I wrong?
It won't budge.
Mods are having a strong showing today. Woo. Oh, fuck me. Quote 247. Are moths the sexiest animal? So far, either moths or snakes. I don't know if I stand by any of this. There are so many of them. Right, let's climb down, please. And then hop. I didn't really get anything from this. Why did I go in here? I guess I'm in a different area now, maybe? I feel like there was no point to going in there. Now I remember the news story from a couple of years ago about science discovering the snake clits. Not only that snakes have clits, that they have two of them, because snakes have two penises as well. And it shows the sexism of science, that they had done studies into snake penises and which snake penis was dominant, and it turns out it's like left and right-handedness. It's like usually the right one's dominant, but they have a spare. And sometimes they use them at the same time. But it shows the sexism that they had only recently, after years and years of snake penises, had done any research into snake clitorises. I was like, why? Rude. Oh, Jesus. Okay, this one would be a bit rougher because it's so fucked. But I'd still be fine. Can I go through it?
Jesus, those people have been ripped apart.
When XCOM 2 was fashionable, people were into the lady snake aliens.
That's why they were cordoning off this tunnel.
Yeah. Oh, it's very drifty. If I move the mouse, it does that. It's like when there's a drunk effect in The Witcher. Sanity meter taking a beating. What is my sanity right now? I don't know if I have a sanity meter, other than just noticing how fucked my screen will get. Both in-game and in chat.
Hello there, little lady.
Hi,
What
sir.
a fucked up thing to say on your first meeting to a small
Daddy's at
child.
work, and Mommy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
Is it Jane Eyre?
So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Hi, Ramona.
Well, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mommy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Is she a zombie?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mommy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
You look
be
too
great.
old to be speaking like this. You look like you're like 13, 14 to
I
me.
should check the place over while I've got the chance.
I think 13 and 14-year-olds are more into One Direction than crayons. Although whatever the 20s version of One Direction is. What's the current version of One Direction? BTS? I don't know. Hi. What you drawing there? A Cthulhu and some sort of star. Oh, you've been corrupted by nonsense.
It won't budge.
It won't budge.
It won't budge.
Can you... darling, can you shut the fuck up while I think? Oh, he's torn the photo. One prohibition ban.
It won't open.
Won't open.
It won't budge.
Won't budge. You can tell that this game might have been pared down over the development cycle, right? Because that's another thing I learned during my preliminary research period when I was looking up this game. That it was under development for like 5 years and was constantly being scrapped and redone. Like this apparently was going to be like an isometric RPG at one point.
It won't open.
Oh, Jesus! I would hate to see in a fisheye lens vision. Stop crouching.
The door's bolted shut. It won't budge.
It won't budge. Well, that doesn't help.
It won't budge.
It won't budge.
The door's bolted shut. An old chest of
5 years
drawers.
considered vaporware,
Nothing
then Duke Nukem Forever happened. Yeah, now it's like, because this was originally apparently meant to come out in 1999, or it started development in 1999. Eventually came out in, what, 2006, 2005? And it's like, now that's normal for a AAA game, at least. Now that's less than normal. Like, how long since the last Elder Scrolls came out? 13 years? Christ.
It won't open.
They haven't made a good one since Morrowind. That's
It won't open.
silly to say. I like the others. Okay, where am I going? Hang on.
It won't budge.
It won't budge. It won't budge.
It won't budge.
It won't budge.
Nothing of interest.
Nothing of interest.
The door's bolted
shut. Look. I've solved your puzzle. I've solved your riddle. I like the first-person perspective. I think it works well. I think first-person works quite well for horror. It puts you more in it. But, you know, I think anything can work. Is it Jane Eyre who's the one with the mad woman in the attic? Or is that Emma? I can never remember. They all blend together for me. Hiya. Boogity boogity boogity. Ah! Oh, you're a full fish! Oh, it'll probably hold. Oh, Jesus Christ!
What's happening to me?
Was that a death or was that meant to happen? Well, I'm still alive. Little girl. Oh, I don't want to go down there and get eaten by a fish. I mean... Alright. Oh, Emma's the one that got adapted into Clueless. That's right. Sounds they make after Taco Bell. I have never had Taco Bell because I don't believe it exists here. Oh, I'm sorry about your daughter! Oh, no!
Oh, God. No.
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
Yeah, it might have been me,
I'm
sorry.
I didn't realize what was
sorry,
up there.
didn't
the hell
realize.
was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day.
I've only been here for like an hour.
I heard he never made it to Boston. That he was caught by the order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Oh, you're being so calm.
He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back
Taco
of my
Bell
suit.
finally came to Australia and is very unpopular.
In my diary, upstairs.
When I was
Hurry,
vegetarian,
Jack.
Taco Bell was the best
What
because
the
anything
hell's
can
in
be
the
replaced with
safe
beans.
anyway?
That's true. I've heard that like American vegetarians like Taco Bell, even though it's meant to be terrible.
You've gone too far this time, wait. They're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. It sounds less than blood.
The voice acting is so shit. I love it.
I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business.
No,
stranger.
wait. He did
And Innsmouth
nothing
is everything by
wrong.
the old ways.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go eat this baby.
Oh, I'm happy. Taco Bell is in Scotland and it is shite. I mean, I don't disbelieve that at all. Denny's is in Scotland now too. Isn't Denny's also meant to be terrible? People were queuing for hours to get into a Taco Bell when it came to town. It looks shit even in the ads. There's no way better stuff even in terms of Mexican chains. I don't get it. I think it is meant to be dirt cheap, at least in America. I'll take this diary,
This
I
must
guess.
be Thomas Waite's diary.
Is he actually named after Tom Waits? Do y'all have IHOP? No, I have been to one when I went to Florida. It was disgusting. But I don't like pancakes. Sorry, it's another beloved thing I hate. I really dislike pancakes. And I especially dislike American pancakes. You know, picture a pancake in your brain. That's not what American pancakes look like. They're fucking huge. They're more like cakes, really, than, you know, like, I guess here they'd be like midway between a crepe and a thicker thing. Not sure about IHOP, but we have TGI Fridays. I don't even know what that is. Zero surprise there. What do you even eat? Do you just eat cabbage and bread? I am forced once a year to make a stack of pancakes for Emma because she likes pancakes a lot. So I am forced to make 12 to 15 pancakes on Pancake Tuesday for Emma. I don't even know if Pancake Tuesday exists in America. A stack of 6 pancakes? That sounds manageable. I thought how wrong I was. I know. Pancakes in America are pumped with hormones to get them bigger. We had an Australian one called Pancake Parlour, but you don't see many around now. Pancake Parlour is such a cute name. It's better than IHOP. The International House of Pancakes. But yeah, like my brother, I was there with my brother, and he was eating like a stack of blueberry and chocolate chip pancakes, and it looked like a fucking tiered wedding cake. It was huge. It was like 6 pancakes, and it was like Belgian chocolate, so it looked like the cross section of a cake when they were stacked on top of each other. I don't know how he didn't die. I had, at the time, I think I was vegetarian rather than vegan, or I think it was so difficult to find vegan stuff there that I just went back to being vegetarian for a bit. I had an egg white omelette and some toast. Some like whole meal toast. And I was like, how are you eating this shit? It looks so gross. The main one here in Galair, which is more Galair, which is more waffles, but they also have pancakes. It's weird because I don't know if that's a real European word or just a fake word that sounds European. Gelare, maybe, instead of Galair. Anyway, let's read this thing, shall we? Mythos tomes, not my diary. Don't want that. Collation of general evidence. Thomas Waite. There we go. The last entry in the diary is from today. It reads, "Another sleepless night. I lay awake, listening to the movements of that thing, that I married, pacing about her locked room. Damn the esoteric order of Dagon. Damn those oaths. And damn the town fathers for not hanging Obed Marsh when they had the chance. No, burning him and his whole filthy clan. I wish I could just leave, abandon my sham of a marriage, leave the store to rot, and start a new life far, far away, but I'm trapped here. Every time I look at Ramona, I know it. Watching her sleep in her beauty and innocence, my heart feels like breaking. She has no idea of what she'll become. Yesterday was her 10th birthday. The change cannot be far off. Her birth gave me such joy, so much that I still use the month, day, and year as the 4-number combination of my safe, in that order, starting clockwise." That is a fucking insane thing to write in a diary. Oh, that's good. This is what I want from video games. This shit. It's as though as I'm trying to preserve that date forever and deny the inevitable horror. I sometimes think of killing her, an act of mercy before she starts to manifest. God forgive me, but she is my daughter and I could never harm her. She's blameless in all this. Okay, 4-number combination for safe. Also 4-number? I guess it would be like... 4-number? For a date? Does that make sense? Like, I mean, like, the full date, like day, month, year, and it's month, day, year because they're American. I guess it would have to be like a single-digit day and month, and then like the last 2 for the year. When the time comes, Innsmouth will be the only place for her, and until then I must stay here to watch over her. It is my penance, my atonement for creating her life with her chosen mother. After she joins them, if the grief does not kill me, my life will be my own once more. Not that I know how I will have the strength to go on without her. How am I supposed to live without you? Alright, cool. Where's your safe? And where's her birthday chart? How am I gonna find that? Do you have your birth cert around here? This might be a birth cert. No. Where do you keep a birth cert? Like, in a drawer somewhere. I don't know where mine is right now. In a drawer in the house. Look for random drawers that look dusty, as if they haven't been opened in a while.
Budge.
That'll have something in it.
It won't open.
The National Records of Scotland.
It won't budge.
Birth cert?
It's Ramona's coloring book.
Did she have, like, Ramona from Innsmouth, Massachusetts, born something or other? The drawings that fill Ramona's book are like things from a nightmare. It's hard to believe that a young child could imagine such horrors. There's pictures of strange, unnatural creatures, crudely drawn, but still able to provoke visceral feelings of revulsion. One of them is captioned with the word mother. What could this mean? These profoundly disturbing images raise grave concerns about the girl's state of mind. Yep, fair enough. Can I go in here?
It won't budge.
It won't budge.
Nope, nothing of interest.
Alright, well,
won't budge.
If we can't get anywhere, I guess we're leaving.
It won't budge.
Bye. Like, is that it? Like, I can't access a safe. It might just be... Maybe there is no safe. Was there any door I missed up here? Hang on, just to check. Otherwise I'll annoy myself. Doesn't look like it, no. Unless there's a safe in here that I can't see because it's so dark. There's a safe? Or just some wood? Alright, bye. I mean, they gave her a mattress to sleep on. That's kind of nice. Why were they keeping this woman up here if, you know, she's a fish woman? Surely at that point, like, they're meant to become fish women. Surely you'd put her in the sea. Oh, hello. You look daunting.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
It's getting late outside. Folks says no what's good for them are safely bold in their homes.
I don't know where I'm meant to go now. Back this way, maybe? Did I come from here? I think I came from here. I don't know where I am. No, I came from up there. Did I ever go down here?
It won't open.
It won't open. Said her mother was in the attic. There was a monster in the attic. Has a drawing of a monster called Mother. What could all this mean? It's so goofy. I love video games because video games are so shit.
It won't budge.
By and large, video games are some of the worst things in the world, and I love it. I love how bad they are. Where's the safe? Give me the safe. Are any more locked doors I can open with a little slot? Can I shift this up again?
An old chest of drawers.
It
won't open.
It won't open. Is it behind one of these?
Here.
One of these paintings, maybe?
It's not important. Nothing.
It's not important.
It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture.
Yeah?
An old chest of drawers.
Nothing of interest.
Nothing of interest.
Nothing of interest here. Listen, you got the answer to solving a Cthulhu scenario and proceeded to ignore it and release something horrible on the world. Well, where's the safe? Safe. Something in here? She's ripped up the floorboards, it looks like. Or maybe that's just what this house looks like. It's in the shop? It's in the shop? Was it? Hang on. No, not the coloring book. Leave the store to rot. Right. The guy said it before he was dragged away. I wasn't paying attention. I was distracted by my character going, no, wait, stop. Right, where's his shop? Is this the shop? Bells & Co? No. I don't know where his fucking shop is.
It won't open.
It won't open. I don't think I can go this way, can I? Oh, there's something down here, maybe. This is the crime. Oh, Jesus, hello.
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
Yeah, I was there.
It's my fault, Rebecca.
It's kinda your fault. Like 50-50.
What's your fault?
There was something in the attic.
I'm going to eat a tiny mini cracker that's been on my desk the whole time.
I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police dragged Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We gotta do something.
Guilty or not, the order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you must have taken quite a bang in there, Jack. Your head's bleeding.
Yeah.
Good night. It's way past my bedtime. Good night, Australians.
I see you've got some bandages. Use them on your head.
Yeah, it didn't bust the door down. I pissed it off, but that's fine.
Too much blood. You won't need a suture.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Also, who are you and why are you here? And help. She just disappeared. Is she like Batman? No, she's up here.
Before they could drag him off, Tom Waits.
The variety store. I don't know what that means.
If you're going to snoop around in there, be careful. It's just off the main square. There's a back way down a flight of stairs.
He told me to protect whatever's in the safe, to get it out of town.
Get out of town. Oh, Jesus. I didn't know you were still there. Don't tell anybody. Thank you very much. Bye. Despite all its rage, it was still just a fish in a cage. Maybe a ban. A visit to the old town. Ooh. And a save. That's very nice of you. And a near crash, but it recovered. It's fine. The game really feels like it's held together with string and sellotape. So I'm blessed every time it works. I'll take a maybe, Ben. That'll do. Now, the variety shop was somewhere around here. It was in the main square. Was it literally right here? It is! It's right there, the variety shop. And I can go down here. Easy. I feel like I'm being led into this, by the way. Like, I feel this is all an act. The sort of, get away from me, we're fuckers. Like, I feel like I'm meant to be here. Because that would explain, and I may be thinking too much into it, but that would explain why the cordoning keeps disappearing. Like every time I go a place, they suddenly unseal places, like that murder scene and stuff. I think they want me to find these things. Who's they? We'll figure it out. The fish. I hate wallpaper. Wallpaper, I don't think it ever really looks good. Like, it always looks a bit like, you know, you're over at like a great-grandmother's house. Like, even my nana didn't use wallpaper. That looks suspicious. I mean, I think that's just a pig, but that's also sad. Bad take, wallpaper rules. Oh, hello.
You don't look like your standard crook, sweetheart.
That's rude to say.
Jesus,
she also looks familiar.
Sap, who the hell are you?
Jack Walters, private detective. And considering your recent break-in and entering, how about I ask the questions?
Have you any idea who I am?
No.
No? And I really don't care.
Exactly. Thank you, Jack.
My family has influential contacts in the Order, so I'd advise you to mind your manners, sir.
I'm from out of town. The Order doesn't hold much sway with me.
Really? Out of town, you say? How interesting. I'm Ruth. Ruth Billings.
Have you sharpened your teeth?
You're Brian's broad.
Don't call a woman a broad, you freak!
I don't believe I know a Brian.
It's even worse than sweetheart
yeah, right.
or toots.
I've been fed that line 1,000 times, and from much better liars than you. Look, Ruth, the rumor around town is that your lover boy is in the hands of the Order.
What? No, that's not true. They'll have him killed. It was all my idea. I just wanted a clean break from here.
What do you want?
I think you're turning into a fish,
I
so
know.
I doubt that's going to happen.
Detective. You think of something.
You look all veiny
I'll be waiting
and
out
weird.
at the old fishing cannery the next 2 nights. Just
Oh,
past
okay.
the abandoned railway station to Raleigh.
Am I timed on this? That would be bad.
When you find him, give him this. He'll know it's from me.
What does toots even mean? Where does it come from? Tits? I have no idea. I'm so glad I don't live in an era where it's fine for every strange male I meet to call me sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart. Specials. So this is a variety shop. I guess it's like another word for a general shop or a general store, like a corner shop or something. But it seems to be half butchers, which is unpleasant. Should I heal? Because I've got like a horrible scar over my eye now, and I've got things. Morphine. Is that what's in here? Morphine, and I've got bandages, and I don't know what any of these things are. Is that a splint? I don't know how to heal. Can I steal from you? You're not going to be needing it. You're dead. Nope. Cool. How do I get into the safe? I mean, I know how I get into the safe, but I don't know if I have that information. Oh my hands are looking a bit veiny. That is disgusting. Look at the veins on his hands. Is that varicose veins? Oh, that looks horrible. I don't like looking at them. Return to game. Space. I don't know her date of birth.
Made a mistake.
Oh no, you just don't know her date of birth. Up here? Does he keep a little book on him saying, here's my date of birth for my daughter? I need a birth cert or something. Maybe it's in here somewhere. A photo. It reads, I love you, BB. Yep. Diary of Jack Walters. Collation of general evidence. Arkham Advisor? That's not going to help, really. Diary of Jack Walters. Nope. Mythos tomes and manuscripts. None of that helps. Huh.
It won't budge.
It won't budge. Maybe I need to go back into the house and I missed something. I love that the the levels are off on that. That is too thin a texture. Anything in there? Does it just have it written on it? Scratched in? Maybe I can crack it? I think it's at the house, but I can't remember exactly where. Oh, I wish there was a run command. I can do little hops, though. This is kind of open world, isn't it? I wonder if this actually has a day-night cycle. That would be bad, I think, because she said, oh, I'll meet you, I'll be there the next 2 days or whatever, which implies that there's like a limit.
It's locked.
Ah! Hey, you don't happen to know her date of birth, do you?
Rebecca, I saw the oddest tramp just by the poorhouse. He wore old
What?
shawls over his head, but
don't call him a
jeez,
tramp.
The skin on his arms and hands were, I don't know, tainted in some way.
The poor wretch. It's the Innsmouth curse, and probably the latter stages of it.
This curse, plague, or whatever you call it, is it some form of leprosy?
I fear not. Lepers at least have the salvation of death upon them.
Before they could drag him off, Tom Waits gave me the key to the variety store.
If you're going to snoop around in there, be
Yeah,
careful.
we know. Yep.
It's just
Yep. Skip. Oh my god, I have to do that every time I skip? That's worse than not skipping. Well, I can't get back in there, can I?
It's locked.
I hate you, game. Hey, do you happen to know when that little girl was born?
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
It's getting late outside. I know what's good for our safety by now.
The origin of the word toots is uncertain. There may be a variant of tut or a shortened version of toilet. It may also be related to the slang used toot to break wind. Well, like somebody had like a girlfriend who farted a lot and it was like, hey, toots. That doesn't really work. Maybe I need to go to the town hall and get some birth records. That's what I'd do. I'd go to the library or the town hall and go like, hey, do you have like records of births and deaths I can look at?
It won't budge.
Is there a town hall around here? It might be Order of the Dagon. That might be a town hall. You know, it's an investigation game. It's a spook 'em up. It's a Call of Cthulhu. It seems it's foot related. What, were the 20s really into feet? Gams is one of my favourite slang terms because it's very funny.
It won't budge.
It won't budge. Oh. Hey, everybody's staring at me and I don't like it. The variety shop. Is there anywhere around here that looks like it might be a records office? A hotel? Storage? Not really. It must be in here. It feels like it would be a fairly self-contained puzzle. Maybe I just missed it and now I've soft-locked myself. Maybe I need to look it up. It is Tara O'Brien. I don't know if Dara O'Brien has made it out of Britain and Ireland, but that is definitely Dara O'Brien.
Nothing of interest.
Nothing of interest. Just sift
Nothing
through
of
the meat.
interest here. Can't see anything of use.
Maybe you should sift through the meat. Sift through the meat?
The variety store seems reasonably well stocked.
It's got some cocoa.
Nope, nothing important here.
There's meats. I'm assuming you eat meat. It's the 20s. It's 100 years ago. Nothing to click. Okay, I might look up where you get the safe thing because I have no idea. If I can't go back in and I have missed it, at least it'll tell me. Now, this might break everything. Hang on. If I just go there. Okay, that brings up that. Now, can I bring up Firefox? No? Oh, is it crashing? It has crashed. Okay, well, let's hope it's saved. In the meantime, Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. Safe code. Underground church? Nope. How to operate a safe? Safe code. What? Getting 100% in rank 8. Code for the safe in the police station. There's another one. Shop safe code. There's a few safes, apparently. How to operate a safe. The first safe. I'm having trouble with the first safe. I understand that the combination is his daughter's birth date. Day, month, year. It's actually month, day, year. The trouble is, when the freaking hell was that? I haven't found any other documents. The combination is in the diary upstairs where you let the beast out and it kills the kid. If you didn't pick it up or can't figure it out, then the riddle is something like her birthday is 10 years yesterday. Oh, it's just the date in the diary. Oh! All right, where did that save? Let's see. Continue.
All right. Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Got it. Yes. Yes. Cool. Yes. Awesome. All right. Cool. Awesome. Yes.
Oh, I'm just back here. That's actually quite nice. Lovely stuff. Bye.
It's unlocked.
It's unlocked, you idiot, you fool. Camgaras. Alright, we go through here. We can skip this dialogue, right?
Standard crook, sweetheart.
Nope, never mind. Oh no, I can! I've pressed enter and it skipped it. That's lovely. But the only fluid not in the gutters here. That is how a lot of fish reproduce, right? The woman fish lays a clutch of eggs, and then the men all just kind of come over it. So there might be cum flowing around. Right, let's open up the diary. We will solve this puzzle. The Diary of Thomas Waite. Yesterday was her 10th birthday. Okay. The last entry is from today. So what date is it right now? Oh, Jesus. Okay, hang on. The 7th of February, maybe? Is it the 7th of February? I think. It's either the 7th or the 8th. Like, this might be yesterday's paper or now. So let's say it's the 7th of February. So yesterday would be the 6th of February. And she's 10. Yesterday was her 10th birthday. So 1912. 6th of February. 1912. So, open this up. V. There we go. So, it would be 2, 6, 12. 2612? How the fuck do I do this? Hang on. Oh, there we go. 2, 6, 1, 2. I don't know how you operate a safe. Hang on. Back away. How do you do a rotary safe like this? It's always left and right, right? So let's say we start off right. So 2. Oh, never mind. I'll go the other way. 2, 6, 1, 2.
Yes.
Oh!
That's it.
Yes! Oh, and a save point as well. I'm so happy. Take out the book, please.
The safe holds a heavily bound manuscript. The front is embossed with the words Book of Dagon.
Okay, why would they give this to this freak? Hacker man. It's translation of some ancient glyphs. Can I read it? The book is handwritten and heavily bound. Its cover is embossed with the title The Book of Dagon. It seems to be a religious work translated from a series of ancient tablets. It tells of an entity called Dagon, apparently some kind of sea god, and his consort Hydra. They are the greatest of an underwater race called the Deep Ones, who worship them with sacrifices and other rites. The descriptions of the sacrifices are particularly shocking. There are details of magical spells and other strange rituals. If this incredible manuscript is to be believed, their history stretches back beyond the remotest human origins, into unthinkably remote antiquity. A few individuals are so incredibly old that they have seen continents rise and fall, for they do not die of old age as humans do. Father Dagon and Mother Hydra are such individuals, and are greatly revered for their age and size. Their greatest awe, however, is reserved for a dark god named Great Cthulhu, who is said to sleep and dream in the underwater city of Rillia. I've never known how to pronounce it. This book seems incomplete. The last chapters tail off as though the translation has not been finished. Well, that's spooky.
It won't open.
It won't open. Am I going to be accosted by some men? Feels like I might.
I'd better start making tracks. I don't much fancy spending the night in this hole.
100% we're going to be told, the bus ain't running anymore.
Did you hear about Thomas Waits?
Yep. Waits will swing for that.
Fair enough. Me every day I walk out into the street. Oh, that's grim. Oh! I'm being watched again, I guess. Or maybe I'm warging into a crow. Hi.
Stop bothering me, stranger.
But I want to leave.
Evening.
Hi.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir.
Right, well, he has nothing new either.
I run this here hotel of an evening.
But I can't skip this one for some reason.
We've plenty on the top
Oh,
floor.
never mind.
Nice views over the town, I'm told.
Great. That sounds just swell.
Yeah, it does.
You all right there, sir? Starting to look kind of funny there for a while. Face as white as bone and eyes as black as coal. Like you'd seen a ghost or something.
I'm fine, thanks. It's just the sea air around these parts. It makes me queasy.
The Innsmouth's breeze is not for your outsiders.
Charlie, can you come with me? I need to be telling you something. Perfectly.
Excuse me, sir. The Innsmouth law doesn't like to be kept hanging about. I'll be right back with you shortly.
It's another in a long line of video games where the subtitles don't 100% match up with the speech, because clearly the subtitles are taken direct from the script, and sometimes voice actors will ad-lib or just change intonation or slang, like say doesn't instead of don't. Alright, I'm gonna take this key, by the way.
It's the key to the back office.
Yippee!
It's unlocked.
Can I lock this again? That would be nice.
Nothing of interest.
Why am I panting so badly? Take some fucking morphine or something. There we go, I've taken some morphine. Will I be okay now? That has made me much worse. I shouldn't just casually use morphine. Oh god, I shouldn't have done that. Alright. Some ammunition.
The rug is caked in dried up blood and guts.
Oh no.
The stench is sickening.
Well, the morphine might help. Are you just chopping up
The
hearts?
hatchet is encrusted with blood. I'm not touching it.
It's not a hatchet. It's a cleaver.
I wonder what secrets this book holds.
We'll see, I guess. Evidence. Post-mortem records. Oh.
She were a lively one and no mistake. I kept her going as long as I could, and for the music she were making, such a pair of lungs. And after she were done, I found those lungs on her look as good as they sounded. Maybe I'll keep 'em. Her liver was particular sweet as well. I never much wanted to go to New York, but if they all talk as much as this one, I reckon I ain't missing much. Soon as he woke up and saw the knives, he was away talking and pleading and bargaining for his life. All them words made me dizzy. I had to take his tongue first to stop him. In future, I better wait a while after they eaten dinner, for his innards stank awful. The bones was nearly all out before he died. I was real careful around the arteries, so as he didn't lose any more blood than he could have been helped, and he lasted a lot longer for it. The flesh moved on its own as he tried to work his arm, but with the bones gone, there weren't nothing it could do, just all twitch. I took out the strap so he could move free, and I watched. The new gag worked much better. He was much more quiet than the last.
That's fun. I like that one a lot. That one's genuinely quite gross. I liked that. Anything else in here before I duck out? Maybe, I mean, there's a face
There's
in there.
severed body parts strewn all over the office.
He's just doing a Dahmer. We've all been tempted.
What in God's name has been happening in this place? There are severed body parts strewn all over the office. Nothing of interest here.
Bye, then. Let's close that and go upstairs, I guess. Somebody coming in? Hiya.
If you just follow me, sir, I'll show you to your lodgings. I heard there was a killing over at the old Waits house tonight.
Am I not gonna run away? I should absolutely run away!
Caked head to toe in her blood, they says.
It won't budge.
Dragged away.
Okay, never mind, bye. Dreya's really in the spirit of the times when take some morphine is their first suggestion for being in pain.
I reckon they'll be a lynching for what he done.
Yeah, I know. It's apparently pronounced Rilya, but with a short E, almost like you say the apostrophe. Rilya, 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 Rilya.
It won't open.
It won't open.
You're still looking pallid, sir. You're needing to have yourself
I'm looking pallid. It's
well.
really hard to pronounce. Shut up.
Us Innsmouth are quiet folk.
Alright, so I'm able to see through people's eyes. I'm getting it. Spooks. Ooh, lovely. I mean, this looks like the thinnest mattress I've ever seen in my life. That's going to be rough to sleep on. That's going to be worse than not sleeping on a mattress. Ooh, it's some free cigarettes, though. Stop crouching, please. Oh, and an even worse looking bed. All right, they give me 2 rooms. Oh, and I have a lock and everything. That's quite nice. I'm going to lock this. Thank you. Oh, and I can squitch this out of the place. Looks like my IKEA mattress and friends. What's this? It's back out into the hallway. I have 2 doors? The fuck was that?
It won't open.
I definitely heard.
It's locked.
Alright. Oh, that's never a good sound to hear. So I'm 401 and 2. They've given me 2 rooms. Alright. Well, maybe that's just my room.
Can't see anything of use.
Just close the door. And latch it. And then pull this. How do I pull? Or push? Push. Come on, push.
It's late. I don't think it'd be wise to wake the other guests.
Come on! Push it.
Late. I don't think
Fine, go to
wake the
sleep
other
then,
guests.
I guess.
Better. Not exactly safe, but the best I'm gonna get in this infernal town.
I should have made sure I latched the windows as well. But all the doors are either blocked or latched. Innsmouth turned out to be more dilapidated, depressed, and unwelcoming than even I initially expected. The stench of rotten fish fills the air, while poverty and disease lie festering in every cobbled back street. Only a few of the inhabitants have been at all cooperative. The others are evasive and sometimes downright hostile. My detective's instinct tells me they're trying to hide something. Of course, I could simply be prejudiced by their looks and manners. They're almost ugly enough to get me believing in those local tales of the Innsmouth taint. Even so, I've been able to make some progress. Finding Ruth Billingham was a lucky break. She's convinced Loverboy is still in one piece and being held in the town jailhouse. Rebecca Lawrence is clearly afraid of something. She doesn't come across as the type that scares easily, but then I guess she's not afraid enough to leave. She seems more worried about me. And there's Zadok Allen, an old rummy. He was willing to talk, alright. I wish I knew whether he turned to drink because of what he saw, or whether he saw things because he was drinking. The Order of Dagon, some heathen religion, bought back from the South Seas by Obed Marsh. Rituals on Devil's Reef. Those who wouldn't join massacred by some kind of monsters in 1846. It's all very far-fetched. But what else would explain the thing that charged out of the attic? If I hadn't spoken with Thomas himself, I'd be sure I was seeing things. Whatever's really going on, this place gives me the creeps. The dreams are becoming stronger. I seem to spend each night in weird, fantastic landscapes with immense buildings, like no architecture I've ever seen. And my body in the dreams, it's so strange I can't begin to describe it. Maybe it's some buried memory of all the occult stuff I studied when I wasn't myself. And this spooky vision thing is acting up even worse than ever. Used to be I could kind of see what people were thinking sometimes. Now it's going crazy. It's like someone's watching me all the time, tracking me from the rooftops and the shadows. I'm so edgy I can hardly think straight. If only I could get some decent bourbon in this miserable town. I need to track down Brian Burnham, and fast. The sooner I get out of here, the better. I'll make an early start in the morning. All of these are February 7. This man with so much paper. I'd keep it to 1 page, yeah. Ooh! That's probably fine.
The great city of Nakotas.
Nakotas.
Rest now, Jack. You are safe.
I feel so safe.
What was in the light, Jack? Where do you want to go?
Home.
We are your history, Jack, and your future.
I don't understand.
Oh, who did they get to voice this guy? I don't understand.
Where have you put the outsider?
You just want some Innsmouth taint.
401.
Come on.
Oh.
Let's have it.
Okay. They're coming. They're coming for me. Wake up, Jack. My door is barred. I can probably scooch away a little cabinet and run through it. Attack of the Fishmen. Saving game. Okay. And actually, that's where I'm ending, because I have other stuff I need to do today. So that's a perfect place to end. It just saved. We can come back to this later and fight some fish boys. Probably not. Probably run away, because I still don't have a gun. I have ammunition, but I do not have a gun. So that'll be rough. Yeah, it's a cliffhanger. It's a build tension. So quit. Are you sure you want to be proceed? Yes. This part I only knew how to do because it was always shown in videos. I mean, there's the thing that we have to push aside, and we've locked the 2 doors. So I'm feeling confident-ish. It depends on how long a chase scene this is going to be. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will be live again tomorrow with more Nappletail, because I still want to play Nappletail, and I like that game. So we'll play that tomorrow. Thank you for watching, basically. Oh, you know what? There is a kazoo that I didn't do, so I guess I'll do that as I end the stream. As I start the raid. Let me go here. Oh, it's a good song as well. Hang on, it's a song I like. It's just very rare. Let's raid... I don't know who's even live. Let's raid this person, I guess. Yeah, I hope you liked this game, because I kind of did. I mean, it's not very good. It's kind of clearly not a very good game, but it's quite fun. I think it's a fun time. Yeah, let me do this a different way. Let me go here. And go here. I'm loving it. I mean, it's a fun, goofy time. Sometimes what you need in your soul is like a 7 out of 10 stupid goof 'em up. I think that's an important thing for, you know, periods in your life.